Okay. Hey guys, so tonight's Thursday night call is going to be really special because we have Sarah Foreman, a Ruby ambassador, on, and her health testimony and her business testimony are both awesome. So I really can't wait to hear from her. And I know that we're going to gain a lot of knowledge from her experience, so I'm really excited.
All right. Hey, everyone. Thank you guys so much for hopping on. I know we're probably going to have a couple people hopping on during tonight's call. So if you're watching the recording or if you're tuning in with us live, I really appreciate you taking the time to tune in because that really shows your commitment to your business. But first of all, I just want to say if you guys have any questions with anything that I'm going over tonight, feel free to leave them in the chat bar. I'd be happy to answer them kind of as I'm going through, or I'll have plenty of time at the end if you guys have questions as well. And I also wanted to take the time for Jenna's team members, if they hop on, if you have some that hop on or that watch the recording, I know that they'll check this out. I wanted to take some time just to recognize Jenna. Jenna is someone that we've become really good friends on this journey, and I just want to say, like, she is 10 times the leader that I've never had. So if you're a part of Jenna's team, which all of y'all watching this are a part of her team, you are so blessed and so lucky to have her as a leader, especially as young as she is, to be such an amazing leader for her team, because that's something that I've never had. So definitely don't take that for granted, because she does not have to do the things that she does and pour into you guys. So definitely take advantage of it, because if you hang around with her, y'all are definitely headed to the top for sure. So I want to take some time to say that, because I've never had an upline that's been supportive, that's helped me on this journey. So I just want to first say that I really believe that if I can do this business, anyone can, because y'all are already a step ahead of me with the incredible uplines that y'all have, starting with Jenna. So first, I just want to share my story with you guys. This call is all about how to attract the success that you want. So I wanted to share my story with you guys and kind of weave in what I've learned. And I have really two main tips that I've learned that I want to share with you guys. And so I know a lot of you guys might have heard my story before, but just to go on a little bit of detail, I actually started with Plexus a little bit over 3 years ago. It's coming up on 3.5 years now. And I stumbled upon Plexus because I had always struggled with my weight all throughout middle school and high school, but it never really hit a peak until I stopped cheering in high school. And I actually really got addicted to junk food and fast food. And with me not working out and getting that exercise that I was getting, the pounds kept coming on rapidly. And with that, I also had a lot of mystery health issues, like sinus infections all the time, and allergies, headaches, migraines. I was nauseous throughout the day. I was fatigued all the time. I had no energy, just all of these weird health symptoms. And I was basically always Googling for a name for what it was that was wrong with me, and just a pill for my ill, really, to see what was wrong. And I could never figure out what it was. But when I found out about leaky gut and gut health, I was absolutely mind blown. I was never one to really be into modern medicine and prescription medication, but I was at the point in my life where I was at my wit's end, and I just wanted anything to make me feel better. But when I went that route and I was on different prescription medications for different things that I struggled with, like anxiety and depression, I struggled with low iron as well. There's all kinds of different prescriptions that I was on that I was seeing no results from. And if anything, I was getting a lot of really weird side effects as well. And so I decided to get off of all of that. It was a slow and steady course of getting off that medication. Anyone that's ever had to get off of an SSRI, you know how hard that is. It literally changes the way that your brain works. It was the worst that I've ever gone through, that withdrawal. And so after that, I really decided to seek out holistic remedies for my health. And so I've always been into natural, holistic health and the alternative remedies. And so when I found out about Plexus and that the products were plant-based and all natural, and they help to heal your body from the inside out, that's when I was interested, because I was never one to be interested in any like diet pills, shakes, hydroxycut, anything like that. I knew that I had weight to lose, but I was never one to want to lose it the unhealthy way. I always wanted to eat clean, exercise, but I really struggled with having the self-will, and I beat myself up about that a lot. And so when I found Plexus and I found these products, it has been been the most incredible journey. When I first started out, we just had a couple of products and the triplex combo wasn't even a thing back then. And so I actually joined as an ambassador just to get my products cheaper, because my aunt told me that if I joined as an ambassador, I'd be able to potentially get my products paid for if I knew 3 friends. So I knew that I knew 3 people who needed to lose weight, gain weight, have better sleep, more energy, things like that. So all I heard was I could potentially get my products paid for, and I was in. And I never knew that anyone really made money in anything like this, especially anyone my age. It's not what I was seeking out. I wasn't looking to start a business or anything like that, but I just really wanted to continue being on these products. And as a college student who was paying for everything on her own, I've worked since I was 16 years old. I'm an only child, and my parents have struggled to, provide for us, and they've always given me everything that I wanted, but I've always seen that life is a struggle. You work until you die, you hopefully make ends meet, and maybe go on a vacation once a year. And I just knew that was the life that I didn't want. I'm so appreciative of everything that my parents have done for me, but I just wanted so much more for my family and for my future family. And so when I got started on these products and when I joined as an ambassador, at first I really didn't take my health as a priority. I really didn't see that this could happen for me. But what's cool is that when you join as an ambassador, I'm sure you guys know, you're added into all of those different Facebook groups. And for me, even though I didn't take off in the beginning, and I really want to share that because I know a lot of the times people think that if they don't have immediate success, then it's embarrassing to be able to say that they do plexus, because they feel like they should have reached a certain level or had a certain amount of success by a certain amount of time. And that was me. That's where I was. And so I just want you to know that divine timing always works itself out, from when you join plexus to even when you decide to go all in, because for some people that's day one when they join. But for me, that was about 1.5 years, probably even longer into my journey. So I just want to share that for anybody who maybe feels like they've missed their chance. Just know it took me well over 1.5 years to really see what this opportunity had. And so when I did decide to go all in, it was when in September of 2014, the triplex combo had actually been released. They had always had the Slim, Probio 5, and Bio Cleanse, but they never had all 3 products in a combo like that before. And honestly, before that, our company had focused on weight loss. But when the triplex combo was released, a lot of people, a lot of ambassadors were educating each other on gut health. And that's where I was starting to do some research, and I was starting to connect the dots and really see what these products could do. And that's when a lot of us started sharing and seeing those different testimonies that were so beyond weight loss. And so for me, I just got out of my own way and started sharing what the products were doing. I got on the triplex combo in September when it came out, because I'd actually hit my heaviest weight in August, the month before. I was 225 pounds, and I'm 5 foot, so I'm pretty short, and that was very uncomfortable for me at that size. So for me, when I hit 225 pounds, even as a plexus ambassador, I hit my heaviest weight. I want to say that because your mess is your message. So anything that happens on your journey is going to be able to be for you one day to come on a Zoom and be able to speak to people who need to hear your message. So I've gone through so many things now that I'm able to come on here and share, and I'm comfortable with, that at the time it was so hard for me. So just know that. But I hit 225 pounds. I was very uncomfortable with myself. And I got on the triplex combo. And from then on, I'm just blown away with the testimonies that I've seen take place in my friends and family and in myself. I've lost 70 pounds slow and steady on the triplex combo. I'm still working my way there. I'm all about trusting the process. And so for me, I also have lost those migraines that I used to have daily, allergies that I used to have. I used to have to take Claritin every day. Don't have any issues with that. I used to get sinus infections every change of the weather, every change of the season. Haven't been sick in 3+ years. And from the girl that used to get sick at least once a month, that has been absolutely huge. So because I had that belief built in the products, I was in the Facebook groups, I saw what was taking place for other people. I had that belief that was built in the products and in the company and in the industry. But where I was lacking that belief was in myself, and that this could really happen for me. And that's what I want to share with you guys. That's going to be my first tip. But just to end off a little bit of my story, and what's taken place in the last 3 years since I decided to go all in, which was January of 2015, was when I just decided to get out of my own way and boldly start sharing. Since then, I now have a team of, we're going on 550 team members, which is absolutely incredible. I'm just blown away at the people that I've been able to reconnect and be on this journey with. And for me now at 22 years old, Raina and I, my girlfriend, we're going to be moving to Los Angeles next month, which is insane. I live on the West Coast, on the East Coast. I will be on the West Coast in Virginia. So a cross-country move, y'all, that's not cheap. And that's something that I've had people tell me my whole life was not possible. I'll never make it happen. And because of this opportunity, this is the vehicle that I'm using to not only make my dreams come true, but also for my parents. I'm sure many of you guys know one of my biggest passions is my parents and the fact that I'm an only child and they've done so much for me. So one of my biggest motivators to be a Jewel Ambassador with Plexus is to be able to retire my parents. So just know this is so much more than getting cars and trips and going to Hawaii and Vegas and things like that. This can change your family's financial future for generations and generations and generations to come. So just know that, because the time is going to pass anyway. That's one thing that I found. And so you're either going to be the person who sticks it out and decides to grow, or you're going to be the person who decides to go. But ultimately, you're going to have to grow no matter what it is that you do. And that's the thing that keeps people from succeeding, is that they don't want to put in the personal growth that's going to require. And that's going to be whether you're here with Plexus or you move on to the next shiny thing, you're still stuck with yourself and you still got to do that personal growth. And so that's what I wanted to share a little bit tonight of the personal growth that's taken place in the last 3.5 years, because it took me 8 months to go silver. I went silver in June of 2014, and it took me a year after that to go gold in June of 2015. So just like start doing the math, y'all. It took me a long time. I joined in November of 2013. So it has been a very long process, and I went senior gold in August of 2015, and then I ended out 2015 on New Year's Eve as a Ruby Ambassador. So for the past 16 months, I want to say I have been a Ruby Ambassador, and I want you guys to know the last 16 months has been the most incredible 16 months out of my entire journey. I know a lot of people get frustrated when they get stuck. I never consider myself stuck. This is a blessing to be where I'm at in Plexus, so we're never stuck. But a lot of the times people, they get frustrated when they're stuck at where they're at, but the people that have that attitude are the ones that stay stuck. But if you're stuck where you're at right now, just know that there's something that needs to be learned from where you're at. So that's what I've always focused, because they always say new level, new devil. So each new rank that you get in Plexus, your silver brain is going to be different than your gold brain. Your gold brain is going to be different than your senior gold brain. So I've had to learn at different phases in my journey so many different things, because I'm super introverted. I'm really shy. I'm really quiet. And I posted a picture earlier, like I had a glass of wine before I did this call, because I get really nervous. And so just know, if you're someone that's like that, you can do this, but it's all about doing it afraid. It's all about getting out of your comfort zone. I did a live on this recently, but you have to think about what's scarier to you. Because I know that people get scared about putting themselves out there on social media or going live, or I've had a lot of people tell me by before and after pictures that I shared that it was really brave of me. But what they don't realize is that's why I'm able to stay home every single day and not have to go to a 9-to-5. It's from those pictures I posted 2 and 3 years ago that I wasn't scared to boldly put out there. So you've got to think about what's more scary. For me, it's more scary for me to not get out of my comfort zone and my parents to have to work for the rest of their lives. That's more scary to me than doing the things every single day and getting on different calls and talking with people. That is less scary than me thinking that my parents are going to have to work the rest of their life. So just think about that and what your why is and what you're doing this for, and what's scarier. Is doing that Facebook Live or having your kids' college paid for? Like, what's more scary here? You got to think about it like that. And so for me, when I started really boldly sharing and getting out of my own way and sharing for the benefit of other people, because I knew that I was doing others a disservice if I wasn't sharing, that was when my business took a complete turn. So just know that this is not about you. I know a lot of people get nervous and scared when it comes to sharing, but just know that you're blocking not only the people in your network's blessings, but your own blessings when you don't share. You're literally doing them a disservice, because there's people in your life that you don't know that are going to bed praying at night for things that we can help with, that our products can help with, that our opportunity can help with. So just know that it's not about you and you getting out of your own way. You guys, there are people on our team that have joined just in the last month that if I hadn't kept sharing with them, their life wouldn't have been changed. In just 30 days, miraculous things are happening. And I'm 3.5 years in. And it's taken me that long to get some of the closest people in my life to join. Ashley, you're actually someone that I was just thinking of, so it's too funny you commented. But there's so many people that you're going to be praying over that if you're the one that doesn't give up, they're going to join your team. Just know that. Like I said, time is going to pass anyway. So you want to be that one that they come to, because y'all see Jenna, right? She posts on Facebook about Plexus, not necessarily posting the word Plexus, and we'll get to that, but she posts about her business and her life, and she's doing attraction marketing every single day. So sometimes I've had people on my team get upset when I've signed up customers or ambassadors that they've talked to, but then I go to their Facebook page and I can't even tell that they're a Plexus ambassador, but I know that their audience can tell that I'm obviously a part of something and they want what I have, right? So we're going to get to that as well. But just know that you've got to be that consistent person that your network sees every single day for you to be the one that they come to. You can't be upset if they join with somebody else, and there's no worse feeling than your best friend or your cousin joining with somebody else because they didn't even know that you were a Plexus ambassador. So when it comes to attracting the success that you want, I kind of want to share with you guys my 2 biggest tips for what has completely changed my business, because like I said, I've learned different things at different phases at my journey. So the first tip that I have is something that I learned when I was working my way from silver to gold. And this is about having a diamond mindset. This is something that I refer to. And what I mean by a diamond mindset is I am really big on sharing with my ambassadors to have a diamond mindset from day one. But even if you've been with Plexus for a year, your day one can start right now. And so what I mean by that is a diamond mindset doesn't ride the entrepreneur network marketing roller coaster. They're resilient to whatever comes their way. So in network marketing, a lot of times you're going to have highs and lows. You're going to have that best friend, that dream team member join your team. And then you're going to have somebody that you absolutely love that was so excited to try the products message you and tell you that they hate them and want a refund. And then you're going to have one of your best preferred customers message you and they're ready to upgrade. And I mean, it's going to constantly be a roller coaster. So I'm going to tell you right now to get off of the roller coaster. This has been something that's been really easy for me because I'm just one of those go with the flow people. But what I found is not everybody on my team is like that. And a lot of people on my team get really worked up when they lose a potential to somebody else, or when somebody gets a refund, or somebody goes inactive, or whatever it may be. I want you to let all of that just roll right off your back. Literally, none of those people matter, and 9 times out of 10, they're going to come back around. Just wait. Give it a year. Wait till you get your Plexus Lexus. They will be back around. And most of the time, it's people who just try the products out for 30 days and we're expecting a miracle. Am I right, y'all? But just know that if you continue on, you are going to be that person that people come to, like I said. So get off the network marketing roller coaster right now. Let all of it roll right off your back. You guys, I have had some of the craziest situations happen. I've had someone join with a double welcome back, and then I've had one of my rock stars quit, and all in the same day. But guess what? I was just as excited for both things happening. And that's how you have to look at your business. Both things excite you when someone cancels or when someone joins, because it's both neutral to you. You know that none of them in the long run is going to affect your business because you know that it's rock solid. And so especially when you have someone who joins with somebody else, I know a lot of people get bent out of shape about this. Just know for every person that joined with somebody else, that's 5 more leaders coming your way if you keep the right attitude. If you keep the right attitude, that's 5 more actual business builders that is coming your way. Trust me, I've seen so many people get bent out of shape and then that person never does anything. But if you keep the attitude, because they say that having a positive attitude in a negative situation isn't naive, it's leadership. So just know that if you continue to have that positive mindset and speak life over your business and over your team, you're going to attract true business builders and you do not miss out on anything. So like I said, my number one tip is having a diamond mindset. This is something that I really press with my team because you can be doing all of the right things as far as posting and staying consistent. You can just be doing all of the right things, watching your videos and all of that. But if you don't have the right mindset, unfortunately, you're not going to get to where you want to be in this business, which is what's really sad is because I see people who are doing all of the right things, but their mindset is holding them back. They don't truly believe that they're going to be a diamond one day. They hope that they're going to be a diamond one day. They hope. And so they're riding on that hope and just kind of seeing where it gets them, but they've always got that plan B. So just know if you are hoping to be a Plexus diamond, you are going to stay in a place of hope. And nobody on this call, especially that's watching the recording or on live tonight, is going to hope to be a diamond. Y'all are committed. Y'all are showing up. So no, you are already a diamond. You are already a diamond. Your points just have to catch up with you. Give it some time. The universe is going to catch up, but know in your heart of hearts, you are already a diamond ambassador. And the universe just has to catch up and bring you the points and bring you the people. But you know already in your heart that you already have one. And then from there, you don't just go keep doing what you're doing. You do what a diamond ambassador would do. This is something that I constantly have to tell myself and work with myself on is, if I was a diamond ambassador, how would I be spending my days? How would I be spending my times? And this is something that I talk about with my silvers as well, because we know the leap from silver to gold that your leader Jenna just made is one of the hardest leaps you will ever make in this business. That's really, in my opinion, what takes you to being a true leader is when you make that leap from silver to gold. So start acting like a gold ambassador now. Y'all, my upline is YouTube. I learned everything from YouTube University, and I was watching videos on what to do when I had customers, how to motivate my team, how to go gold, how to go emerald when I was not even a silver ambassador. So start acting as if now, because the universe is going to honor that. Start acting like that silver ambassador or that gold ambassador now, and just watch and see what happens in 30 to 60 days if you start acting as if. So have a diamond mindset. Life and death is spoken in the tongue, and so many people don't realize that they're literally stomping all over their dreams with what it is that they're saying. So you want to make sure you're always speaking life over yourself and over your business. This applies to Plexus, but this also applies to your overall life as well. Because I was just scrolling through Facebook, and one of my friends that I cheered with, she had posted that she needed a hobby. And someone had commented, like, giving her some ideas on how she can make jewelry, and she commented back saying like she'd always want to do something like that, but she's just not really good at arts and crafts and stuff. She's never been really creative or artistic. Y'all, that was something that she told herself, and because of that, she is holding herself back from anything else that she wants to do. Y'all, you can do whatever it is that you want. If she wants to go out and make jewelry, she can, but she has a preconceived notion in her head that she's not good at it, that she's not creative. She's literally speaking death over herself. So when you say, I hope I'm going to go silver. I don't know. I can't get the 500 PV. I can't get commission qualified. When you say those things, you're literally speaking death over your business. One of my biggest pet peeves is when people say, I can't get anyone to buy anything. I just can't sell anything. Whoop, hold up. That is the first problem, because you just said sell anything. I've never in my life ever referred to what I do as selling Plexus. And that is like my first indicator of someone's not on the right track. They don't really understand fully what we do, because I've never said that I sell Plexus. You sell you. You sell who you are and your lifestyle and what you're about. People see the leader before they see the vision. So if you're just leading with Plexus is amazing, you're going to get a Plexus Lexus, you'll go to Hawaii, because that was me. I didn't really have anything to share. So I thought I wasn't comfortable putting myself or my body out there. So I just shared other people's pictures and other people's stories and how amazing Plexus was. And guess what? I had crickets. I had no comments, no interaction, nothing. But a year later, and because remember, it took me over a year to really build my business, I was a little embarrassed to come back and start posting. So I just started sharing about myself. I didn't share the word plexus, and I was doing this unintentionally just because I was embarrassed. I was sharing myself, and I was sharing some before and afters of how I was looking and how I was feeling, but I was also sharing articles and different things that I was interested in. And so that kind of leads me to my second tip. But before that, I just want to speak a little bit more on mindset, y'all. If you haven't already watched The Secret on Netflix, please do it. It's also a book, and learn more on the law of attraction. That is what has completely changed my business. And then also, I'm Not Your Guru. Tony Robbins' I'm Not Your Guru on Netflix. Those two documentaries will seriously not only change your business, but your life as well. So I highly recommend watching those, because when I not only had that belief in the company, the products, the industry, and then myself, that was what got me from silver to gold to senior gold to ruby. That was what changed my business, was when I started to believe in myself. So just know, if you think, oh, that plexus thing is awesome, go Sarah, go Jenna, they're doing great, I know it's going to happen for them, but I hope that same thing can happen for me. Well, then you're just going to continue to see me and Jenna be successful. You have to know that you are worthy of that success too, and that you are enough right now. So just know that, because that was me. I was someone that was in the sidelines watching other people be successful, and I was going to stay there until I drew my line in the sand and believed that it was going to happen for me, and I didn't give any other option. And so that was the first thing that changed, was my mindset. And that was what helped me get from silver to gold to senior gold. And then the second thing that I want to share on is attracting your dream tribe, because that's what's taken me from where I was and kind of where I'm at now in the past year. Especially, I've learned so much in the last year at Ruby. And so what I'm really big on now is attraction marketing. I know a lot of people in Plexus are really successful with cold messaging and reaching out and sending a lot of messages. And I totally understand if that is your thing. But for me, attraction marketing is something that I was doing without realizing it, and it's what felt the most comfortable. It was the most natural, and it's honestly what brought me the most potentials and the most success. So this is what I recommend, because I've done both ways. I've seen what works, and this is what I've now gone back to. And so first of all, with attraction marketing, you want to get crystal clear on your brand. And I know a lot of people are like, my brand. Well, I'll start telling you like a little bit about my brand, if you guys know anything about me. I'm 22 years old, so I'm obviously a millennial entrepreneur. I'm also a lesbian, so I'm affiliated with the LGBT community. I'm not a mom or anything like that, but I know if you're a mom, if you're a stay-at-home mom, if you're a mom of many, boy mom, girl mom, that is a niche as well. I'm really big into astrology and meditation and manifestation and medical marijuana. These are my different niches, and I literally attracted people to me who are interested in all of those different things. So find out what it is that makes you special. Are you a college student? Are you a stay-at-home mom? What are your hobbies? What organizations are you a part of? All of those different things make up your brand that you can share of. Because I didn't realize, but like me being a lesbian actually is part of my brand. And I can share things about that, and people relate with that, and it gets a lot of interaction. And so that was something that I didn't even realize the other night. So think about too, where you're at in life, your age, like what are those different types of people that you can connect with where you're at. And then from there, once you realize what you're known for, who is your ideal client? Because for me, I wanted everyone to be a part of my tribe. I think that's the biggest thing, is we want to help everybody with these products. But at the end of the day, not everybody is meant to be a part of your tribe. Not everybody is meant to be sitting right next to you in Maui. It's supposed to be your tribe, your people, your inner circle. And so you want to be attracting those people to you. And so with attraction marketing, something that I'm really big on is not using the word plexus at all in my posts. I like to keep it really vague, because if you have plexus in there, and I don't even have it in my bio where I work or anything like that, because people will go Google it before they ask you. But if you just share your life and what it is that you're doing and what it is that you like, just all of those different things, recommendations, asking for recommendations is one of the best things to do. It doesn't really take a lot of thought. I did a live video on some of my favorite beauty products and books and things the other night, and that was the most views that I had gotten on a video in a long time. So just just sharing what it is that you're interested in and sharing you and speaking your truth is going to attract the right people to you, because you can't say the wrong thing to the right person. So get crystal clear on who your ideal client is. Who is she or he? How old are they? What's their marital status? Do they have kids? Do they not? Do they have dogs? Do they not? That's another thing. Dog mom. Like, that is a niche that you can be in. Where do they like to shop? What are their pain points? Because then you can come in and do a post. If you know their pain point is in the afternoon when their kid's taking a nap and they're exhausted and just trying to get a moment of peace, then you can come in with your post about how grateful you are that you have your plexus energy and that you haven't missed a moment of your kid's life thanks to this opportunity. So you want to see what your ideal client's pain points are so that you can come in there with your post at the specific times to kind of really be able to resonate with them and meet their needs. And so from there, with attraction marketing, you want to share you. Like I said, you want to sell yourself, because people buy from who they know, like, and trust. So people are going to buy from you if they like you, no matter what it is that you sell. Thankfully, we have the best supplements and the best opportunity out there, but it's all about if people like you. If they don't like you and your lifestyle and what you're all about, then in the end, it doesn't really matter. So build relationships. And what I'm really big on with sharing with my team is the 3 Ps. This is super simple. This is my strategy for building my business. It's plant, pour, pray. You want to plant seeds every single day, be planting the seeds, building relationships. And I'm not even talking about plexus, just catching up with people, chatting with people, asking them questions about what they're interested in. You want to be more focused on being interested than interesting, because in the long run, that's what's going to make you more interesting, and people want to know more about what you're about when you're interested in them. It's the craziest thing, right? So plant those seeds. Pour into them daily, whether you're catching up with people and getting coffee, whether you're reaching out and seeing, how their kids are doing, whatever it may be, pour into people daily, those relationships that you're building. And then from there, pray over them. This is the biggest thing. If you've ever read the book, The Circle Maker, it talks all about praying circles around your dreams. If you don't have a list of all of your potentials, your customers, and your team, do so and pray over that list every single day. You will be mind blown at who will hop from your potentials list to your customers to your ambassadors when you look back, and it's all about praying circles around those people. So plant, pour, pray, and I know that we've got like 3 more minutes. So the last thing that I want to share with you guys is never give up. Okay, I already said about personal growth and how important that is to me. So I want you guys to decide to grow before you decide to go, because there's going to be so many times on this journey that it's going to be so easy to just throw in the towel. Y'all, I think about it on a daily basis, but like I said, what's scarier is not being able to retire my parents one day. What's scarier is not being able to travel or move to Los Angeles or live my dreams. For me, that's what's scarier. And so quitting is never an option. No matter what happens, back office Mageddon of 2015, that was real. No matter what we go through, I know that this is where I'm supposed to be. We're at the right place at the right time with the right company. And I know especially come Saturday with the big reveal, we're going to know that more so than ever. So decide that this is where you're going to draw your line in the sand and that you're never going to give up, and decide to personally develop. Because they say that network marketing is just personal development with a compensation plan. So like I said, those that don't succeed in this business simply don't grow. They don't decide to grow. So decide to grow. Decide that you're not going to give up. Decide that you're going to grow before you go. And I promise you, without a shadow of a doubt, you are going to be a diamond ambassador with Plexus. So I know that we don't have time now for questions and we're kind of running out, but I just want to thank you guys again. Thank you, Jenna, for having me on. Y'all have an amazing leader. Definitely take advantage of her, because I never had the amount of leadership that you guys have. So take advantage of it, because y'all are headed straight to the top with her. So I can't wait to see many of you guys in Vegas, if y'all will be there. And please, please, please get to Leaders Retreat. If not, leaders are born at events, and that is what has changed everything for me, was at my first convention. So hope you guys have an awesome night. I know it's going to kick us off here any second, but if you guys have any questions, please send me a message. I'd be free to answer. And I hope you guys have a great rest of the week.
Thanks. Thank you so much. That was amazing.
Yes, no problem.
Awesome, for real. All right. Thanks, y'all. Have a great night.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.